Throughout all of my life, I always thought that bullying was the worst thing you can possibly do to someone or a group of people, but now that I'm a full-grown adult, I think that is cap. I think that bullying works in some specific scenarios and circumstances, especially if you're bullying companies in Hollywood, such as Disney, Warner Bros., any other type of company. I do believe that if the fans and actors and actresses alike continue to bully these franchises and bully these companies into producing better stories, great writing, and actually something that can make the fans happy worldwide, I think that this world will be a more peaceful place to live. I think that Hollywood would be better because, we're seeing a lot of trash projects being produced by these companies, and a lot of these actors and actresses don't try to bully the company enough. Now you're probably asking, yo, big bro, why are you talking about bullying in this video? And the reason why I'm talking about this is because 3 of the main actors in Daredevil Born Again, they bullied the shit out of Disney, man, and I am so thankful that they did. I am forever grateful that they decided to take those actions by voicing their opinions, voicing everything that they disagreed about the original script, because imagine a timeline where there's no Daredevil Born Again, or there's a Daredevil Born Again that is complete hot dookie. Thank God we escaped that. Thank God that Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, and John Bernthal, they voiced their opinions, man. And even John Bernthal, he was even about to walk out of the entire project completely, so we would have never gotten episode 4. The whole reason why I'm talking about bullying these companies, bullying Disney, bullying Marvel, is because if this did not happen, we would have not gotten such a great episode in episode 4, man. And you're probably asking yourself, how great is episode 4? So I'm gonna have to tell you how great episode 4 is. And we see the fallout that happened in episode 3 with Hector Ayala's death, man. Hector Ayala, aka the OG White Tiger, he died at the end of the episode. And remember, I really liked that episode because it was comic accurate. It was about 90% comic accurate. Now we see that Matt Murdoch, he is in a dilemma because he has to find out who pulled the trigger, who was the one that killed Hector Ayala. But there's also another thing that he has to figure out, and that is there is this man, he got arrested for stealing caramel corn at some corner shop or some corner store. But this man is kind of a sticky situation regarding his case because he has a long rap sheet. He has a lot of priors that he really should not even be doing anything that can land him in jail, because the judge and the prosecutors, they will not go easy on him. But we see that he is very rude to Matt Murdoch at first. He berates Matt Murdoch for being blind. He doesn't take Matt Murdoch seriously as a lawyer, but Matt, he's trying his hardest to see if he can negotiate with everyone that's prosecuting him, to see if he can negotiate with the entire system to give him a lighter sentence, but he actually wants probation. Matt tries to do that, but it doesn't work. The best that he can give this person is just 10 days in jail, with I think 1 or 2 already served. But this person, he does not want that. He wants probation right now, and he tells Matt that, look, every single time I go through the system, it always is very bad. They even cut my food stamps, they even cut all of my benefits, they basically made me homeless. So yeah, of course I would actually want to steal the caramel corn because I need something to eat. I need something that actually tastes good, instead of just rummaging through the trash and the dumpsters. So that scene was actually pretty touching because, yes, even though he did steal that caramel corn, you have to see from his point of view. And also, even though he has a long rap sheet, you can actually say that, yes, it's his fault for having such a long rap sheet and still committing a crime. But that type of story and that type of scene basically shows you two perspectives to a story. But now we have to go and talk about Mayor Fisk, aka the Kingpin, and we're seeing that he is still going through the therapy sessions with his wife, and they're actually trying to get better. But there is a session that they do in this episode that is very uncomfortable because they have to gloss over and they have to discuss about the affair that Kingpin's wife did when Kingpin was gone for 7 years. And Kingpin's wife, the person that she had an affair with, his name is Adam, and we don't know what happened to Adam, because when the therapist, aka Matt Murdoch's girlfriend, she asks Kingpin and the wife, so where is Adam? What happened to him? Both of them eerily do not answer that question. Both of them say we don't know where Adam is. So after the therapy session, the therapist, she now asks Mayor Fisk's wife that, look, are you feeling okay in your marriage? Are you feeling safe in your marriage? And she tells the therapist that she feels okay, she feels safe. So we now see Fisk, he wants to do better for the city. He wants to start to enact on his plans, and there's this plan that he's trying to do where he's trying to basically rearrange and change this oil manufacturing location, and he wants to enact that. But as he's doing that, I forgot his name, but the young dude that is in Kingpin's entire cabinet, he accidentally does not do something right, and he actually causes this information to be leaked prematurely, and this causes the entire city to not like what Mayor Fisk is doing. They're thinking that he's trying to destroy the manufacturing life of New York, and Kingpin gets really mad. He's screaming, who the hell did this? Who the hell caused all of this to tumble? And he's basically being irate. But before this, I like that Kingpin, he is trying to be a good mayor by watching these children sing this song. But Kingpin, you know, he's a jackass at heart, so he tries to really rush this entire session. He was actually supposed to stay for 2 or 3 songs, but he leaves at just 1 song. And we see now we have to fast forward all the way to Kingpin scolding his entire cabinet, and the dude that leaked it, he actually shows some balls by not only admitting that he was the one that fucked up, he was the one that ruined this entire situation, but he offers to leave, he offers to quit his job. And Kingpin, you would think that he would fire this person, but no, Kingpin, he actually admires that he has the guts and the balls to own up to his mistakes and to actually be brave. But Kingpin tells this man that if you mess up again, that'll be the last thing you will ever do. And if you know Kingpin, you know that this person is most likely gonna die. But I actually forgot to touch upon something that is actually very important, and that is the second white tiger. She is Angel del Toro, and she is the successor to Hector Ayala's white tiger. And we see her, she is so distraught, she is so sad about the death of Hector Ayala, and she basically is being comforted by Matt Murdoch, and Matt tells her that, look, I will not stop until I get the person who killed Hector Ayala. I will not stop. And that's exactly what Matt is doing this entire episode. He goes back to the scene of the crime, he goes and he observes everything around him. He is trying to locate and hear anything that can be of note of the crime. Then he now hears some glass banging with each other, and he now actually follows that sound, and he goes to find the shell casing, the bullet shell casing, and he is stunned to see that this bullet shell casing has the Punisher logo. And this is where I'm talking about the entire theme of bullying these companies, because we would never ever get this scene. This scene was so masterfully done when Daredevil, he confronts Punisher, he confronts a distraught, a disheveled, and a mess of a man that Punisher has become. And when Daredevil, he is trying to ask him for some little help, Punisher knows that Daredevil is here for something else. Punisher knows that Daredevil is here to ask him if he can get the go on doing what Daredevil has been trying to do, but also has been trying to avoid, and that is putting on the mask again and becoming a vigilante. And I like their back and forth exchanges. I like that Frank, he's pushing and pushing and pushing for Daredevil to admit that he's doing all of this because of Foggy. And this scene, this exact little moment that where both of them, they have a heart-to-heart, and Daredevil is crying, and Punisher says, yeah, you have the man that killed Foggy in jail, you have Bullseye in jail, and you gave him a life sentence, but did Foggy have the liberty to get life as well? So that was a very touching scene in my honest opinion, and thank God that they all bullied Marvel and Disney to change the script, because we would have never gotten this scene due to the actor for Punisher not trying to even be a part of this entire series. So after this, we see that Matt, he is having a dilemma, and Matt, he is basically thinking about putting on the mask again. Matt, he is going through the motions. He looks at his cabinet, he looks at his previous masks, he looks at his previous resources and weapons, and now we see that on the rooftop, Matt is training himself to try to at least get back in the groove of things, because remember, it's been an entire year since he was Daredevil, it's been an entire year since he was a vigilante, and the episode ends where we see something that's crazy. We see that Kingpin, he is eating his dinner, but it seems that he is having an underground prison of some sort, an illegal detainment of someone. I don't know who this person is. And also we see the villain Muse, he is kidnapping a lot of people and he is experimenting a lot of people. He feels like Dexter in this entire series so far. So man, thank God that these actors, they had the guts, they had the balls to argue with the Marvel producers and editors, because we would have never gotten a peak show like this, man. Thank God, man. We need to start bullying these companies more, and we need to start making them produce better quality television and movies for us, man. That's the end of the video. I'm out. Peace.